Hello, this is Builder Elephant, and today I want to talk about making a tutorial video. And when I first started my channel, I had no desire or thought to do tutorials. But one day I was like, I really want to build a mini Death Star. And I went online, I was trying to find instructions or a tutorial to build a mini Death Star, and I couldn't find any that I could follow along and build. And I ended up actually watching several tutorials, looking at pictures to kind of piece one together. And I finally built it. I was really proud of it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to share how I built this Death Star and make my own tutorial, so hopefully people can follow along with this one video and build it. Because when I was looking at those videos, there's just little things that were missing that made it difficult for me to follow. And so I thought I'd kind of share those things to help you maybe make your own tutorial videos that people can build. Because these tutorial videos that I make are not about, hey, look what I created. It's about, hey, look at this cool thing we can build with Legos. Here's how to do it. That's why some of these tutorials are not, or I should say models, are not mine. They're actually models that I find. I do a lot of Star Wars Advent Calendar stuff because I think they're really cool models that I want to share with you. Other times it's like a model that I'll see or a design I'll see and I'll be like, hey, that's kind of cool, but in my opinion, I'd like to do this instead, and I think it would be a better model. And again, it's just opinion. You can change these tutorials however you want to make your creations. And then also some are 100% mine. But again, it's not about, hey, look what I built. It's like, look what we can build, and here's how you do it. And one of the very first things that a lot of people forget is the pieces. Now, yes, we all know this is a 1x1 square plate. This is a 1x1 round tile. Now, most of us know that, but then you get a piece like this. And you're like, it's rare. I mean, it's not like Lego makes 12 pieces anymore. They make hundreds of pieces. And so a lot of people aren't gonna know that this is a 1L bar with studs on two sides. Now, I make sure to mention what pieces I'm using in my video. And in case I mess up, because I mess up all the time, I call plates tiles, and I can't remember what exactly this is called. That's why I put my piece name, count, description in the comments. So in case I make a mistake on the video, or people didn't hear me and they want to go back to reference it, rather than having to find it within the video, they just go look at the description of the video and look at the pieces that they need to build this design. Another thing is framing. And this sounds simple, but in the heat of building, it's something we can easily forget, especially when doing these micro models. One is keeping the camera focused. Now, these cameras are great because they automatically focus. You don't have to change the lens like a professional camera. But there's limitations to that, especially when you're going up and down. Like when you're going up and down, the camera has to readjust. And so you might be putting something up so sometimes you can see it, but in reality, you're making it more blurry. So for me, I try to actually shoot at a distance, and then I crop it to a closer edit so it looks like I'm filming up close, when in reality it's a far shot that I'm cropping in closer so you get a better view. And this also saves me because when I build, I tend to build to the left of my camera, probably because that's where the viewfinder is on my camcorder, but then I can just kind of edit over here in this corner and it looks like my model is centered, even though I'm actually building over here. And that brings me to the other thing. A lot of times when people are putting pieces together, they'll say, okay, so you put these two pieces together and then they put it off screen and then they bring it back and they're like, okay, so what end went where? How do I do that? And now you're spending time trying to figure out what they just did because they did it off camera, when in fact they're going on to the next part of the video and you miss it because they're trying to catch up. So you gotta kind of go at the speed of your builder. The next thing is kind of being descriptive. So I'm here on camera, I'm gonna put the bottom hole here into this side stud here and let them see it. Now the reason I say it is because here we got these small Lego pieces in my big hands. Look, I just completely covered this model so you couldn't see me put a piece on. You gotta be very careful. There's the stud, there's the tile, watch me put them together. So make sure those big hands aren't hiding your small Lego piece. So those are kind of the little tricks of keeping it in frame, which a lot of people kind of forget about. Big hands, small pieces, covering up what you're doing, not staying in frame, and not being centered. Now, the other thing is, this is a lot of room of interpretation. You have to have personality because there are some tutorial videos that I would be 10 seconds in and be like, wow, this is so boring, Bueller. I can't listen to this person for 5 minutes as they build something, so I go next. So have personality. The other thing is, don't ramble too much. Yes, tell anecdotes, tell stories, keep the people interested, but if you're rambling too much and not getting to the build, people are gonna tune out. They're like, okay, I'm gonna watch this 3-minute video on how to build something that this guy's taking 7 minutes to build. So yes, be anecdotal, but keep it going, keep it moving. Because people, it's YouTube, it's internet. People have a very short attention span. And the other thing, now, I'm willing to listen to other people say this, but I personally like to see what is being built in that video thumbnail. There are a lot of tutorial videos out there that you just kind of see like whatever YouTube chose and whatever pose they're in as they're putting it together, and I have no idea what that model looks like. So why am I going to click on a 5.5-minute video from a channel I don't know if I don't even know if that video is going to like have a good model at the end? So make them see what they're building. Do they want to build that? Do they actually want to stay with you to look at that video and what you're creating? So those are some of my simple tips to creating a stronger tutorial video. And I hope this tutorial on how to make a tutorial lets you make your own creations and share those creations online with others, because that is the best thing about Lego, is that there are so many ways to build things, so many different ideas that we can share and build upon and just keep creating. And that's why this channel's kind of slogan is, let's keep building together, because it's not about me, it's about us and building, because Legos are a fun community building event.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and you can click on the image to watch another video. Until next time, let's keep building together.